Boom. Yes, people. Today I'm talking about social media and why it's bad for you. Basically, like, don't get me wrong. There's good and bad things with social media, in it. Like, there's pros and cons, like with everything in life. But is it doing more harm than good? That's a question to be raised, right? Um, the first reason I want to bring up is basically comparisons, right? Like you scrolling on social media, everyone has it's basically everyone's highlight reel. No, well, barely any people are posting their L's or when they're going through something or anything like that, right? So when you're constantly like, let's say you're on the rails or like TikTok or whatever, and you're constantly scrolling, and everyone's having a good time, everyone's like doing well, everyone's doing, and then you look at your life and you think, damn, like why is everyone patterned and I'm not patterned? When in reality, most of the people on there aren't actually patterned, or it might just be people capturing good moments where, and you have the what's the word I'm looking for? You think that that's their life fully, like they're going through nothing, they're going through no pain, etc., etc. And yeah, it's not, bro. It's not. Like everyone has their struggles, everyone has their trials, everyone has their tribulations. But with social media, you're constantly comparing yourself to other people, especially people that are not in this even in the same stratosphere as you. If you look at it realistically, like you're comparing yourself to Jeff Bezos and uh, I don't know, this footballer, this athlete, this rapper, whatever, in it. You're constantly comparing yourself to them. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have standards and uh, try to achieve what like great people have achieved or even like be better, but the constant comparison it does no good for you. It's just gonna harm you because you tell yourself in your head, oh damn, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Then that starts to turn into I'm never gonna be good enough, and then it's all doom and gloom from there. So yeah, I feel like with social media, the main thing is the comparisons, bro. When you're even not even people on that scale, or it could even be like friends, like acquaintances, people you grew up with. Like you might not be where you wanna be, and you're looking at social media or Instagram, or whatever, and you're seeing people that you grew up with, they're doing better than you, like they seem like they're ahead of you in life, which they might be, or it might just be a facade. But you think that everyone's doing better than you, and it's probably not even the case. Like probably not even the case. But as I said, that perception is in your head because this is everyone's highlight reel. Everyone's posting their ups. Barely anyone's posting their downs on there. Let's be real, bro. So yeah, bro. That's the first point. Comparisons. Now, the second point I want to bring up is information. Now, when I say information, bro, it's the constant information like that's constantly like being given to us. Sometimes I take social media breaks, innit? Because, especially when I feel brain fog, like when I feel like I can't think, or I feel like I just feel a bit overwhelmed. Like I'll just be like, I delete all my social media apps. Um, yeah, information like I know you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, let's say you're scrolling on Instagram and someone says, and so there's a post from whatever, like, did you know that the ocean is this deep, or did you know that? I'm not saying you shouldn't know random facts, bro, but the whole like it's just overstimulating. Like we're not meant to know that much. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say, bro. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not wording it correctly. Like the traffic coming towards us is the volume is so much it can become overwhelming. Like the information that we're getting on a daily basis, bro. Some information that we don't even really even need, bro. It might be like random facts. It might be information about people's lives that you've never even met before, who you're never gonna meet. Like that constant like getting new feeds, new information, new notifications, it becomes draining. Like it becomes overwhelming. And then as I said, I realize that my brain is more clear when I'm off social medias. When I'm off socials, my brain's more clear. I'm not. I have less brain fog, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why that information that we get from social media, as I said, people will look at it as a good thing as well, because you can like you're getting information, but which is good. Like you're getting random facts and stuff. You're updated on what people are doing. It can be seen as a good thing, but it can be seen as a bad thing as well when there's too much. Like when there's too much of it, it's just like it becomes like draining. Literally, bro, that's the word. It becomes draining. Like, and I use the word again, brain foggy. Like you're not clear. Your brain's not clear. I'll be sorry. I'll be scrolling on Instagram more time, and now I literally catch myself doing it. I'm getting better at it. Where I'm like, now I've scrolled too much, or like shit, 20 minutes has gone by. Let me get off it. Whereas before, I'll just go and go and go. I know it's an hour, 2 hours, bro. People are scrolling, 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 like just taking in enough information, and you're not even retaining all of that, bro. Especially that comes into my next point. Our attention spans are cooked, bro. Like this short form content has cooked our attention spans, bro. Like if you're scrolling on Reels or like Shorts, YouTube Shorts or whatever, you can't tell me what the last, not the short before that. You can't tell me what you watched. You cannot tell me what you watched, bro. And that's literally cooking our brains. That's why I feel like kids are struggling to study in school, like sit down, unless you have ADHD or some shit like that. But yeah, bro, our attention span is getting cooked. Like it's getting cooked. Like you even having like 3 4 screens, bro. You can see like a lot of kids have that now, where they have like they're watching stuff on their phone, there's something on the TV, then there's something on the PlayStation. Like, bro, there's something everywhere, and they're just looking constantly at everything because they can't pay attention long enough on one thing, bro. Like our attention span is being cooked, bro. That's one of the reasons why I started taking social media breaks, because I noticed I was slipping. Like I wasn't as sharp mentally, bro. I was slipping. Like I felt like, yeah, I need. Is it China or I think China or Japan? One of them where they've locked off like TikTok at a certain time, like it don't work or something. Maybe we need to implement something like that, bro. Because as I said, like our attention spans are being cooked, bro. Like especially, it's worse for younger people as well when their brains not fully developed. You're just, bro, it's like a drug. It's literally like a drug. Like when you're scrolling through, it's like a drug. So once you get hooked on it, it's long. Like it's long. As I said, even now, it's only now I'm like catching myself. Like I'll be scrolling and not even thinking until I'm like present, and I'm like, bro, shit, get off this. Yeah, I have to It's mad that I have to make a conscious effort to do that, but that's just what it is, bro. I'm not trying to lose my brain, bro. Like honestly, but people are literally losing their brains. So yeah, obviously, I just touched on it as well. It's addictive as hell. Like it's addictive as hell. Scrolling, as I said, is like a drug. It's addictive as hell, and it's hard to stop, bro. It's hard to stop. Like you can just be like on any free time you get, like any free time, you're scrolling. Like I feel like as humans, we're meant to be doing nothing. Sometimes we're not always meant to be occupied on something. Sometimes, like you're just meant to sit and just think. I I I believe that. Like sometimes you're just meant to sit and think, or go on a hike, or go on a stroll, and just not listen to music or podcasts or whatever, and just let your brain. You're meant to do that, bro. But with how addictive social media is, you don't even your brain doesn't even get time to like it don't even get time to do its own thing, bro. You're constantly addicted to this thing, bro. It's mad, bro. It's mad, and the time, bro, the time that you spend on it, if you look at your screen time and realize how much time you spend on it, can actually get quite dark, bro. Like if you're not consciously making an effort to limit it or whatever, you're just on it. You spend hours on there, like hours and hours on there. It's not productive. It's not productive. So Yeah, even at work, like you see, everyone at work gets their little gaps and stuff where they're not doing anything. Or I try not to. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I try not to like scroll and go on socials and that too much in it, because it's just like just let your brain chill out a bit. Like let your brain chill out a bit. You're literally just. I don't know. The whole point of it is like it's cooking our brains, bro. It's literally cooking our brains. Like it's 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 dark, bro. Uh, One thing I want to talk about, people talk about how social media has connected us and we're more connected than ever. I can talk to someone in Africa right now, Asia, like all over the world, right? We're all connected and it's great. So why does everyone feel lonely as hell? Like, why does everyone feel like they're by themselves, bro? When everyone's so connected, it's literally crazy. Like, if you look at the numbers, why are the people unaliving themselves? Why are them numbers up? Why are them numbers up, up, up? Well, I think it's worse than it's ever been before. Some shit that I saw. Um, we're all meant to be connected, right? We're all meant to be like talking to each other and stuff. No, that's what I don't know, bro. It's just funny, like because we're basically in the most connected time. It's funny how we're in the most connected time ever, but we're also in the most loneliest time ever at the same time. Like it's so that's how ironic, like how ironic, bro. Because these devices are meant to make us all make it easier for us to connect, but yet everyone's so lonely. Everyone's complaining about like uh how they're giving up, that like relationships, everything, bro. Everyone's complaining about everything. The doom my mindset, like the give up mindset. Everyone's complaining about everything, like basically saying they need help. We have these devices and we can see everyone crying out for help, but no one's doing nothing. And bro, I ain't got all the answers myself. I'm just, bro, you get. I'm just like, I just find that ironic, bro. Like, we're literally in the most connected time ever, but it's the most loneliest time ever at the same, literally simultaneously, which is crazy. I feel like back in the day, like when they had tribes and stuff, they would sit around the fire. That was more. That was like they were connected then, innit? I feel like relationships were more healthy like back then. Even now, like I don't know if families even still sit around the dinner table and like everyone's on their phones and shit, like, or everyone goes to their rooms and eat, like just little things like that. Um, yeah, bro. But social media's it's not all bad. Like it's definitely not all bad. Like people have changed their lives on social media, like making money, inspiring different people, changing other people's lives. People have changed their lives, which means that they can change other people's lives. Like there's definitely positives to social media. So don't get twisted. Like it's not all bad, innit? But at the same time, because I'm just like yin and yang, and there's good and there's bad, and I'm just thinking, what does the bad outweigh the good? I don't know. You guys let me know, but what you think on like social media and stuff? Yeah, bro. Also, the expectations, like I spoke about comparisons, but them comparisons lead to expectations because everyone's comparing each other on where they should be and whatever. Uh, you start expecting stuff by this age, and I expect to be here by this time. I expect to have this by 6 months in the gym. I expect to look like this because someone said that I can do it. Like, bro, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Everyone's running their own race. Everyone's running their own race. Everyone's living their own life, bro. So yeah, bro. You guys let me know. Do the pros outweigh the cons on social media? I don't know. Like as I said, there's good and bad, but I don't know. It just seems like I saw someone. Obviously, this was before my time. But I was listening to a podcast, and he was like, he wished it was the times where it was hair, but it wasn't too much. So you see, like, this is even before my times, but I'll try to remember what he said. he said, you see, like when you had like mobile phones, but you couldn't, like there was no Instagram, and he was like, that's the sweet spot basically, where you could connect, but it wasn't like how it is now. So for example, you have mobile phones, you can drop someone a text or something, but there's no updating your stories, and you get, that's like the he said that's the sweet spot in it. I sort of remember them times because I'm not that young. I remember them times. My first phone was a flip phone, bro. It was a Motorola. Yeah, yeah. My first phone was a Motorola. So I remember them times. You get, but obviously I wasn't old enough to deep it, if that makes sense. Whereas this guy that I was talking about was, and he was like, "That's the sweet spot. That's like the where it was. It never got too crazy like how it is now. Because now is crazy, especially with AI, ChatGPT, like robots and stuff. Like it's crazy now. But he was like, yeah, that's the sweet spot, which is I feel like that would have been a good time. Like I feel like if I was going out around them times and stuff, like you take me now and I was going out around them times and stuff, living like, and I was a bit older, maybe I would think the same as well, but I'm not sure. Just wasn't my time in it. But yeah, bro, that's the video, man. It's social media. It's social media ruining us. It's social media ruining us. Fuck. You guys let me know in the comments below. Likes, comment, subscribe, all of that jazz, and I'll catch you on the next one in a bit.